Let's take them back.
Yeah, 95. As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the New York Knicks. And a nice roll continuing right now for New York. Their entire organization is enjoying the way this season is playing out for them. Just one loss so far. They've been making it look easy. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave, financial responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack and Shaq was created. I was getting beat up.
Greetings, everyone, from Atlanta. The Hawks playing host to an Eastern Conference affair here at the Phillips Arena. And the Knicks looking for a positive start here on their road trip. You talk about a team on a roll, guys. This is quite a start they've had. 10 consecutive wins to start the season.
And right now for the Knicks, they have hit the ground running this year. The work they did in the offseason has paid huge dividends right away.
Sure it has. I mean, they came out of the preseason with a real air of confidence. There may not have been many outsiders who believed in them, but now plenty of people do.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Wallace in at point guard. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's Afflalo, and it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to Brooklyn.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah. That's an understatement. I mean, They didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. They never figured out how to attack the defense in that.
And it's Schroeder missing. And a chance now to go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
He said that they will be focusing a lot of their defensive effort into slowing down Carmelo Anthony. I asked him for specifics, and he said, Melo is such a dynamic player, there really isn't any single thing we'll do that will be the answer. Instead, we're just going to throw everything we have at him and see how he handles it. Guys?
Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Wallace outside. And it's Lopez at the elbow. And count it from 19 feet away. Lopez has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Knicks. The Hawks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Now here's Schroeder. Wallace covering. And he gets the bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Atlanta on D. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. There's the dish to Anthony. Here's the teardrop. And the dunk by Lopez.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch. Boy, I like how Paul Millsap used his body to get into the defender there.
A follow outside. Puts up a 3. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Afflalo. Anthony's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Knocks it loose and taken away by Wallace. Pass to Porzingis. Tries a 3. They get the rebound. Wallace, the pass to Porzingis. Wallace outside. Pass to Porzingis. Wallace right side. Tries yet again. He lays it in. Wallace has got his first points of the night.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Now here's Korver. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Dishes to Schroeder. Lets it go from 11 and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Knicks leading by 4. It's Anthony with the drive. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Knicks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Free throw good, Wallace. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And a new group in for the Knicks. Biyombo, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Roten subbed in for Aaron Afflalo. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:58 left to play in the first. Outside Teague. And it's Biyombo with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And he gets it to go. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Wallace outside. And he makes good on the layup. Wallace has got 6 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Hardaway. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Wallace outside. There's the pass to Biyombo. Now the feed to Williams. A three-pointer off the mark. The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Bazemore. Teague against Wallace. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. Bazemore's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Wallace outside. And stolen by Jeff Teague. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. New York ahead. They're up by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And a chance to hear from former number 2 overall pick Derek Williams about his focus offensively.
Just getting to the basket more, being able to finish with the defender in front of me. I think getting to the line a lot more as well. I think, getting to the line and finishing at the basket.
2 huge improvements. Chris Humphries has checked in for Horford. Cephalosha comes in for Kent Bazemore. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. And then for New York, Lopez, he's checked in for Porzingis. Flalo comes in for Derek Williams. And Wallace subbed in for Jose Calderon. And New York, looking at who they've got, Wallace, he's in at the point. Anthony is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's a Flalo, and it's Roten in at the 2-guard spot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers did not have a great showing. He ended with 7 points, and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. Just a poor shooting performance from him as he never got it going, missing shot after shot. He'll look to right the ship in this one, Kevin.
Great job, Doris, as always. Thank you. Well, not the kind of performance they count on, Greg, from him.
And that's the thing. I mean, they count on him heavily. When he fails to come through, then that's when you end up with the loss.
Sure thing. I mean, it's always going to be very difficult for them to pull out a win when he has the kind of game he did in that one, guys.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settled.
Look at what Schroeder has done so far. He's got 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And the Hawks making a change here. Scott's checked in, and a wide open look for Freak. And again, it's New York. The slam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Cephalosha kicks it over to Schroeder. A three-pointer is right on target. Schroeder's got 7 points for the quarter.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
Wallace outside. And he dunks it in. Right on Chris Humphries. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. You talk about shedding the defender.
Yeah, left him in a scrap heap and then put the capper on.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. So it's both teams making substitutions here. For Atlanta, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean,
and the third quarter about ready to get underway. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Kyle Korver is out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Cephalosha in at the small forward.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Wallace dishes to Afflalo. And there are the Knicks with another bucket. So for New York, their last game, a win against Cleveland.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Schroeder passes to Horford. The baseline jumper goes down. Horford's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Anthony, and the Knicks good for 2.
That would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Let's go over to the sideline. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. New York's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Wallace. He's got 16. It'll count. He got it up in time, but it was. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Atlanta's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And New York, looking at who they've got, Wallace, he's in at point guard. Williams is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Roten in at the 2.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
Here's Wallace. He kicks it to Roten. Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Atlanta making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. And New York with a change here, too. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. They can retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position.
And there's Roten, and that's good on the assist by Anthony. 9 points for Roten. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Here's Wallace. From outside, off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And taken away by Wallace. And now it's Wallace running. He can go all the way.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively. He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And Teague, here we go. Biyombo with the block. And they'll keep possession. A nice shot by Teague.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Atlanta. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Teague. And then for New York, Robin Lopez is checked in for Biyombo. Porzingis comes in for Derek Williams. And it's a Flalo in for Roten. The Hawks trail by 6. Schroeder with the ball. Korver kicks to Millsap. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Sticking too much.
Outside Anthony. Back to Wallace. No luck. And Atlanta will come the other way.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Sefolosha with it. Now Anthony defending. Peter passes to Horford. Just 5 on the clock. That's short off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And he gets the bucket. 22 points for Wallace.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Okay, let's keep it going to our very own find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here, see if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
New York leading by 6. Rebounded by the Hawks.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Shooter kicks to Horford by Wallace. Wallace has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The kick out to Afflalo. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And again, New York with the triple.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Wallace outside. Passes it to Porzingis. On the wing of Afflalo. Wallace outside. And that is good.
Settle down now.
And now an 11-point Knicks lead.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
Balanced scoring, Clark, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score it. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, gentlemen,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we...
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me...